mean. So the mean is the average of the numbers. So how do we find the mean? Right, so we're going to go ahead and add up all the numbers, and then we're going to go ahead and count the total number of samples being researched, and then we're going to go ahead and divide by the total number of samples. So what that means, right, is we're going to go ahead and find the total by adding up the numbers, right? And then we're going to go ahead and divide by n. And n is going to be the number of samples. So if we have like 6 samples, we would divide by 6. That's where the n comes in. So let's go ahead and look at this first example. So Candace is an oncologist specializing in the treatment of breast cancer. Recently, she performed a lumpectomy on 5 different patients. The lumpectomy removed the cancerous tumor. So here were the sizes of the tumors that she removed. So we have 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 1 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. So what is the mean size of the cancer removed from the patients? So let's go ahead and add up all the numbers, right? We're going to find the total, right? So like kind of step 1, 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5, right? Plus another 5. From that is 10, 11, 15. And always feel free to get the calculator out. And then step 2 is we're going to count how many samples are there, right? So how many total samples are there? Well, there is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 samples, right, or 5 in our data set. And so step 3 is we're going to go ahead and take the first, right, the number from the first step, 15, and divide it by the number of samples, so that's going to be 5. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. And so now 3 is our mean, right, and this is in centimeters. So that's how we find our mean, or the average, right, which mean the same thing here. So let's go ahead and look at the next example. So example 2, we're going to find the mean of the following. We have -2, 5, -1, -3, 8, 4, and 3. So step 1, right, we're going to go ahead and add. So we're going to go ahead and add -2 plus 5 plus -1 plus, right, -3 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3. So we can get our calculators out if we want to. And so let's go ahead and go. We have -2, right? So that's -2 plus 5. Now we can go plus -1, right? So that just means -1 essentially, right? And then we can go plus -3, or we can just go -3, right? That's the same thing. Plus 8, plus 4, plus 3. And what do we get? We get 14. So that's our, right, our total. Now step 2 is how many numbers do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our n, right, essentially, is how many samples do we have, right? Number of samples, or what's our number in our data set. And so the n is equal to 7. Now step 3 is we're going to go ahead and take the first step of that number, 14, divided by 7, and that's going to be equal to 2. So our mean, right, is then 2.